going on, people? We have a load. It is picking up here at 1300, but I'm going to try to get in there a little early, you know, because that works out so well sometimes. But this particular load, we do the math. Divided by 464. This load is paying, you know what? Let's do this. 464 plus 70. That's the deadhead to go get it. So that's 534 miles, right? So 2073 divided by 5, 34. $3.88 a mile, all miles, gross, to the truck. So, or not to the truck, gross, period. Take F2F's cut. Before fuel, we're looking at $3.10 a mile. About $3.11 a mile. We'll live with that. I woke up this morning actually in a pretty good mood. Took the dog out, you know, sun's shining, a little nippy. And then, you know, nature has a way of going, that doesn't work for me. Here you go. If you run your own pre-pass account, I don't know what it is about pre-pass, but they're about every 4 to 6 months, they're going to mess something up. And they're not going to tell you about it. You're just going to have to find it out for yourself. It's just the way it is. Today, they kind of told me without telling me. Because they sent me an email about the pull-in rate for Schneider right now at weigh stations. And just so anybody knows that drives for Schneider, it's showing, and you may know this already, it's showing 100% in Kentucky, 100% in California, 50% in North Carolina, 10% in, you know, a few other states. But that's the email I got. I'm not connected to Schneider. Haven't been since the end of November. So I call them, and the first girl I talked to in customer service, complete waste of my time. Basically, I called in November. It shows both phone calls. I called twice in November. I updated the license plate. I updated the DOT number, the MC number, all the information that pertains to this truck and F2F. I updated every bit of that. For whatever reason, the DOT number did not get corrected. So it was still showing my DOT number as Schneider. So I've been running 3 months, running through scales, getting bypasses based on Schneider DOT, because that's what my pre-pass was, you know, showing. So anyhow, so I call and they correct the information that obviously didn't get corrected with the 2 phone calls in November. And yeah, girl proceeds to tell me you shouldn't run for a few days because you might get in trouble. What are you talking about? So anyhow, I asked to speak to a manager. That didn't happen. All she did was put me on extended hold. So I called back and I spoke to another lady, very helpful. I'm telling you though, I'm very close to just dropping my account at pre-pass and going to a different company, because it's just, it never fails. They will deactivate your account and you won't know it until you're not getting through any scales. Then you'll know there's something wrong, because suddenly you're going into every scale. They don't have any problem taking my money. They have a real problem keeping my information correct, and I don't understand it. So I might actually, next couple of days, I'll probably start looking at what else is available out there, because I'm getting over this for sure. So yeah, that brought me right back down to earth this morning. You know, because that's the way things do. Other than that, trying to think. I did the Raycon yesterday, which was Sunday. I submitted it. I thought we already had people capable of doing Raycons on the weekend. No one did anything with it yesterday. They did get it done this morning after I emailed them to let them know that I had, you know, a Raycon from yesterday. And I did ask, I thought, because I was pretty sure we got an email not long ago saying they hired people just to do that on the weekends. Here at F2F, I was told they have. They're still training. I'm not sure how long it takes to train to do a Raycon. But yeah, that's for me. That is one correction that definitely needs to be done, because never knowing how things fall, you may want to do a load. You may want to book a load on a Saturday or Sunday, and you can't do it. There's plenty of brokers out there, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there are loads available. So having someone to be able to do a Raycon on the weekend, you know, I can't sign it. I don't have the authority to do so. That's up to F2F. So whatever training is necessary, I hope they get it completed in a timely manner, because this Raycon didn't get signed till this morning. Although the broker, someone from XPO Logistics, which brokered this load, called me at 9:30 last night to update my truck and trailer number for this load. And I'm like, guy's like, how you doing? I said, well, for one, I'm sleeping. Nah, we don't care. We don't care. We don't give a shit. But anyhow, yeah, that's where we're at. We're getting ready to run over here and get this picked up. I don't know how long it's going to take from the reviews. Again, I always Google just because I want to know my ins and outs of the place, and I look at reviews, and it sounds like they might be a little tad slow. So we're going to find out just how slow they are. So hang in there, and yeah, let's go do this. What up? Fun stuff! Sexy vest! Got my sexy vest! What's going on, people? We made it to the shipper. Interesting thing is they don't let you stay on the property while they load your trailers. We got there, it's a drop-in door 24, and then leave. And you can go down a mile or so, and there's a truck stop down there where you can wait. That's awesome. Don't have room on your property for bobtails to wait for the trailer. That'd be just too much. So, you know, and it's a big property, so there's no reason they can't have bobtail parking on the property. But, you know, if they don't have more respect than that for drivers, then that's just on them. But yeah, I mean, good thing this place is here, because if not, your next closest would have been 20 miles away. So, you know, that's a benefit, and that's a plus. But yeah, we just got lunch, made our first phone call. Been here over an hour and a half. They said call in an hour and a half, so I called. They just scanned the trailer, and I guess that means they're just getting ready to load it, according to the guard. Very nice lady, by the way. And why does this thing do that? All right, there we go. She said call back in an hour and 15 minutes, check on the status of it. So hopefully it's done by then, because I'd really like to get as far away from Columbus as I can today, sometime soon. But yeah, this neighborhood, it's a little rough. It reminds me of where we grew up. Definitely does. Because me and the wife both grew up in the same city, Pontiac, Michigan. And yeah, this looks a lot like those neighborhoods we lived and hung in and got in trouble in.
It's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Every city's got this neighborhood. They just do. It's unfortunate that we still have people living like this, but we do. We do.
A lot of airing up tires.
A lot of airing up tires. There must be an air shortage going to happen or something, because I mean, they just been airing tires crazy. I've never seen a place air tires as much as this one. Just haven't. There goes the scrapper guy. You always got that guy. But I can show you real quick the truck stop we're in. So as you can tell, bobtails, 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 all bobtails right now. The one guy with a trailer actually just pulled out a minute ago. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
That means we're all waiting for Whirlpool.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is.
Betcha, betcha, betcha.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what we're doing. So, yeah. Just to check in.
Well, I just
We'll
made
check
our
back.
dinner. I got it prepared for later on. And I'll show you guys the outcome later.
What are we having?
My special pork chops.
Pork chops. Sweet. Yep, you'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Well, they got it loaded. We got it hooked up.
I'll show pictures. It didn't actually damage the bumper, but they crammed it right up on a cement barrier. I don't know what is wrong with this country anymore. Ain't nobody cares about nobody else's stuff. Them damaging a trailer I'm paying for, luckily they didn't, but doing that could have bent that bumper. That's the same as me going to their house and getting in their personal vehicle and ramming the bumper into a wall. No difference.
Okay, folks, this is my famous vegetables with a baked potato and my famous pork chops. Now we are going to sit back and watch TV and enjoy our dinner. We finally made it to the Love's truck stop.
Morning. We are still in Ohio. We're in Circleville, Ohio. As you've seen by the point of view camera, we got stopped by a train. That took almost as long to clear the roadway as it did to get the trailer loaded. Unbelievable. Hour and a half that train blocked the road, and that's a main road going back and forth to that particular Whirlpool. Not a lot of options for trucks on that in that area as far as where they can travel. So that was just ridiculous. I mean, if you're going to tie the road up for that long, why wouldn't you split the train at the track, at the roadway, and just let traffic flow while you did whatever you were doing? Because they took a portion of it and they moved it up, and then they backed it in and dispatched and did this and did that. All this on the other side, there's like 5 or 6 tracks over there, so obviously it's a yard. Why wouldn't you just split the road, the the train on the track, it takes you a second to hook it back up. You know, again, no one cares about what you got to do. The only thing they care about is what they got to do, and screw you. And yeah, it's another one of those days where I'm drinking coffee. Real quick, the gentleman asked about more information on the TSD Logistics fuel card. Best thing I can tell you is to look at their website. All I know is the first time I've used it, I saved $62 compared to the card I had. Doesn't say it's the best card out there. Doesn't say it's the worst card out there. It's another fuel card. And the discount, we're going to go to a TA about 109 miles from here. And right now the price here is $318. Discount here would only be $302. But if I go to West Virginia, which their gas fuel prices are still running about the same. And I keep saying gas, and I'm sure somebody will correct me on that. But their fuel prices are running about the same as here in Ohio, but I can get fuel there at $2.76 a gallon. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, there's definite savings over the fuel card I have from F2F. I know some have fuel cards that they get from the carrier that have those kind of discounts. But overall, I mean, like I said, the basics are, it has an app. It shows you what the price is you'll pay when you get there, so that you can plan, you know, where you want to stop. The discounts here at Love's and Road Ranger and them are okay, better than what I had. But you also get to do a $200 cash advance if that's something you do, and you can do up to 950 gallons in a day, which, I mean, you're a serious runner if you're doing 950 a day. You just are. So yeah, so far, you know, I used the card. They sent me a settlement statement in my email, showed me what they were going to charge my card, and that's what they charged my card. Using that discount program, I saved $62. They got $6 and something in change. Because you got to, you know, they're not doing it out of the goodness of the heart. They're a business. They're trying to make money also, but you know, it's an option. Again, others that have other fuel discount cards other than their carrier, drop it in the box and let anybody that might be interested know. That'd be great. The second thing is, I just had a gentleman ask me about cost of insurance here. I pay about $288 a month with F2F. Now, I just had a quote done from First Guard, and I'm waiting to see. I sent the quote over this morning. I'm waiting to see if it's meets the requirements of F2F. It's $10 more a month, but it is it covers windshield glass, and it covers roadside. So if I got into an accident, truck needed to be towed, towing would be covered. So I mean, for $10 more a month, I'll take both of those. Because we know with glass coverage, you see a lot of rocks going down the road. You just do. Now, when I give this information, it's not because I'm trying to knock F2F. That's not the goal. I'm not saying what they do is bad. You know, they are what they are, and I knew coming in what they were. But you always got to look for better options for yourself and your company, your business, money savings. What could benefit you better? If I'm paying this amount and I'm paying this amount, do I get more from either one that makes it, you know, worth the price? That's the reason I do these. It's just, you know, keep looking. Never get complacent. Never accept what you're getting from any carrier. And, again, it's not about being good or bad. It's just you might be able to find savings out there that can help you in the long run. That's all this is. I'm not saying don't do this or don't do that or don't use their insurance or, keep your options open and just keep looking. Always be on the lookout to save money. Lily Out the Box did the video on the plates. I didn't realize that the plates were that cheap in Mississippi. I never looked at that. I need to. I'm going to. Because again, compared to what I'm paying currently on Tennessee plates with F2F, I could save myself some money. About $300 to $400 every 6 months. I think that's worth looking at. So that's definitely something that's going to be looked at. But other than that, we're getting ready to head out and get down the road. We got about 6 hours of driving to do today, and then we'll shut down and deliver in the morning. So hang on. Can you grab what?
That sun is bright, but we made it to the Cassini, pulling in.
That's pretty straight. What's going on, people? This is the end of this one, I guess. We're at the TA. It's a Lowe's. Well, it's NFI, but it's a Lowe's load. This was a drop trailer. Wait for them to empty it and call you and come get it. It paid, like I said earlier, $3.80 a mile gross to the truck, or gross. I don't know why I keep saying to the truck. I think it was $304 net to the truck. On this trip, I have to wait for the actual next settlement. But on the first two fuel stops, the first one I used the new fuel card. That was saved us $62. The second stop, we paid cash because we used a mom and pop. Now that one, compared to the fuel prices around, it was comparable to the TA that we could have went to, which was 45 miles away. So in essence, we saved about $30 fueling at that mom and pop compared to, if we'd used the F2F card at Love's or TA. That's what I'm comparing it to, and I'm not saying because it's a bad thing with the F2S fuel card, but I'm just giving you the differences in the new fuel card that I have versus theirs, which I hope not to use very often anymore. Savings are savings, and it's hard to get away from that truth. But this last fuel stop, I put, what's that, 60 gallons. Put in 60 gallons. It was a TA in West Virginia. Now, compared to what I would have paid had I used the F2F card, that saved me about another $30-ish. So on this trip, just in fuel savings, I'm close to 120 bucks saved in fuel, and that's just the first week out, not using the F2F card. Again, I keep saying F2F. It's the card that I used. It only had a 10-cent discount. I'm not making that's bad and this is good comparison. I'm just saying that is what it is, and this one's better. So, I mean, anybody wants to save $120, I know I do. And when you're in business, I can't imagine anyone faulting you for wanting to save that money. Period. But we did get it delivered. Again, we got to wait for the empty trailer. And then move on to the next thing. Need to head to the house. As everyone knows, we've replaced the radiator, replaced the thermostat. When I'm sitting at idle, this truck is still getting warm, but it is building pressure, too much pressure, really. So I was thinking I was going to replace the coolant reservoir and the water pump, but I think the water pump is actually performing. I think the issue is the coolant reservoir. I was looking for some information online. One gentleman was having the same issue. Replaced the coolant reservoir, and everything figured itself out. Because the reservoirs, I mean, the system's designed, I think it's 16 PSI on a Freightliner. Is what the coolant system wants to run at. So if it's not maintaining, if it's not letting the excess pressure out, that can cause an issue with heating. So I'm going to get home and swap out the reservoir, and hopefully that finally solves every bit of it. I mean, it runs cooler when I'm going down the road than it has since I've had it. It's just when you stop it and you lose that airflow across the radiator. And I might go ahead and replace the fan switch that bolts on the firewall, just for giggles. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna hang out, do a whole lot of nothing, and wait for our trailer to get done. So appreciate you guys taking time. Be safe. We'll talk to you.
I wanted to show you guys, this is what I picked up on one walk into the TA. Yesterday I picked up about the same. Stay tuned and I will show you where I got them from. Now look, truck drivers, as an owner-operator, this could be a nightmare. Someone obviously swept their trailer out here, and obviously now another truck driver can no longer park here because TA is refusing to clean it up. Really, do we gotta be that lazy? Hashtag sweep your trailer in a garbage bag and put it in the garbage can. Oh, look, see, I found more. Come on, guys, we can do better than this.